Can anyone feel the sentiment in the market shifting just a little bit towards the bearish side? I definitely can. I've seen it in the comments. I've seen it in posts online, videos that people are creating, and people are talking about further retracements in the market. Drops by BTC, all coins going through retracements. Obviously, ADA would experience some pain from this as well. And I want to talk about why people are saying this, what we may see, and what this all kind of stems from. Obviously, if you guys caught my video earlier, I talked about this drop we experienced over the last 24 hours. Had to do with obviously Terraform Labs filing for bankruptcy. The market now realizes it's going to have to absorb their likely liquidations at some point. Again, I mentioned it might not be till later, but obviously we're back into a week where we're going to have GBTC liquidations. The market's going to be trying to absorb that. So the market just it's trying to figure everything out right now. Now, the big question is, are we going to close this CME gap this week? We talked about it last week. Right now, again, we're down at about 40,008. We really don't have that far to go in order to close this gap. 49.3 is that number. Again, that's where some people are hoping for. Some people are expecting us to pull there before we have our next big bounce. Some people are expecting a much bigger pullbacks from here. Now, I have to say BTC is actually sitting on a long-term trend line. This actually dates all the way back to November of 2022. So we've been below it before, but we've shown a lot of strength. We've shown a lot of strength at this point. Now, the interesting thing is, might we get something similar to what we experienced here back in August? Might we get this just absolute massacre of a drop below there? It's definitely possible, right? If that's the case, BTC may pull down to that mid 30s range, right? 35, 36K or so. Now, the funny thing about this is actually this is within the charts here. All right. You can see that obviously pullback. I can't remember when this is from. We've done so many of these now, but that would not surprise me at all. Now, we are contending with a few things. Obviously, we have that CME gap number. We're fighting with that 100-day moving average. There's a lot of things that can create some support for BTC here. Also, I wouldn't rule out the possibility of us just bouncing off of here and just continuing our run to the upside. If we continue to see outpacing GBTC selling, the market may have other ideas. We may experience some move to the upside. Now, what this means for ADA is obviously we've talked about this possible longer term 5 wave that may play out here, right? We've talked about this retracement down to that 40 cent level. ADA's, excuse me, sitting right on top of its trends as well. You can obviously see this longer term trend that we've been creating since November. We're sitting right on top of that. We're sitting right on top of the bottom of this descending triangle. So we'll see if ADA can hold this. Know that ADA is going to experience more movement with the market than BTC is. Obviously, BTC down about 2%, ADA down about almost 5%, same, right in line with really everything else right now. Remember, everything in the market is moving together. All right. Now, I will say this. What this may present again is more opportunities. Now, as you guys know, I'm more on the bullish side. Do I think we experience this? Maybe. I think this week is going to be very telling. It's going to provide a lot of structure, right? It's just a question of whether we see a ramp up in, that was weird, ramp up, whether we see a ramp up in the spot ETF buying, whether we see a ramp down in the GBTC selling, or if we just get a completely different idea from the retail market that just continues to buy and push things higher to the upside. So we'll see what happens here. If people start to freak out and retail money starts taking profit and liquidating, it would not surprise me if we have retracements. Just know that that possibility is always there. But again, I always look at this as opportunity. If you want an opportunity to buy below 50 cents, hey, we're there right now. Maybe it goes further, maybe it doesn't. But we'll obviously see as the day goes on. We'll see as the week goes on. I'll keep you guys updated as always, but hope you guys have a wonderful day. Show your support below. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.